I think that was intentional on Karim Benzema. There is Leo Messi. He's come back and has relegated, enjoying excellent form of late.
A little bit of surprise about the fact that...
Here is Messi, back to... Here is Messi, back to Iniesta. For the last almost 8 minutes or so now, here's Messi with all that white you can see is what he's trying to staunch the flow of blood with. He shakes off the challenge of Casemiro. Piqué instead picking out Sergio Roberto. Here's Messi. Roberto. Messi. This time he goes inside. Rakitic. Messi. And Messi surrounded by white shirts. He wins a free kick on this occasion. Zinedine Zidane annoyed by that decision. Roberto inside to Messi. Busquets, good ball to Iniesta. Messi into the box. Leo Messi! 1-1! Leo Messi! What a genius! Barca right back into it, and that's the way to respond for Football Club Barcelona in the Bernabeu. Absolute magic from Leo Messi there.
Well, Real Madrid drew a first blood, both literally and figuratively, with the opening goal. Leo Messi bloodied in the face. He makes a great run into the box. He's the top scorer in Clasico history, and he's got some great goals to boot in this fixture. His first goal in this tie for a couple of years at least.
6 games since he last scored in the Clasico.
Absolutely fantastic. Hasn't scored since 2014, but what a way to re-announce your presence.
It's very sharp passing by Busquets and Rakitic, and then Messi gets the ball away from Carvajal. He's into his stride and just places it below the dive of Keylor Navas. Magnificent football from Leo Messi. 12 minutes to go till half-time, and what a Clasico this is turning out to be. It's not always the case that the Clasico lives up to the expectation. So far tonight in the Bernabeu it is, but not Gareth Bale.
Yeah, he's had some good Clásicos in the past, Gareth Bale, especially the Copa del Rey final a few years ago. This one hasn't quite worked out for him in the opening 35 minutes. Still got time to get into the game, but a few misses. Well, Zinedine Zidane's just looked at the bench and said, Marco, it's going to be Marco.
Sergio Ramos, as that ball comes in from Marcelo, it's very, very tight. If there is, Suarez may have been playing them all onside, actually. And I think there's no question about the quality of this goal from Leo Messi. Keylor Navas actually got the slightest of touches to it, but it wasn't enough. 1-1, and this is absolutely superbly set up right now. Play on, says the referee. Suarez to Messi. Messi's got options. Looks to send it back to... it falls to Messi again. Just wide. Narrowly wide. Messi feels that might have taken a deflection. Messi's pass towards Suarez wasn't picked up by the Uruguayan. The ball fell nicely for Messi. He couldn't believe his fortune there. Iniesta looking confident too. He picks out Leo Messi. Messi to Swaldo. Oh, here we see Suarez. Brilliant movement, as you said, Duncan, by Jordi Alba doing very well then. Here's a chance now for Messi. He's got Rakitic with him. Suarez through the middle. Messi goes down. Casemiro was the man. It's a free kick. They're looking for a second yellow card. There's no way on earth that challenge deserves a yellow card.
Now, there were players back in front of Casemiro, or rather behind him. He wasn't by any means the last man. It wasn't that bad a chance, but he does take out Messi.
Well, he takes him out. I think Messi is looking to be taken out there, knowing fine well that Casemiro's got a yellow.
It was a mix-up beforehand as well, because I think...
Rakitic swings it into the far post! And Keylor Navas went out trying to get a touch on that, and got nowhere near it. The referee decides that's it, it's half-time. Let's look at that one again. Shocking attempt to get that from Navas. May well have been brought down Bernabeu jeers and whistles as the players leave the pitch. The Barcelona players, surprise, surprise, surrounding referee Hernandez. Casemiro putting Real Madrid ahead from a rather scrambled move after a corner. And Leo Messi with a brilliant individual goal getting the equaliser. Messi, you can see there, putting the finger into the mouth. He was just caught early on by Marcelo's arm. Gerard Piqué now for Barcelona finds Messi. Messi avoids the first challenge from Ramos, the second from Casemiro. Headed clear by Suarez to Messi on the edge of the box. He's got nowhere to go. Gerard Piqué, Busquets, Messi. Messi picking out Jordi Alba in from Jordi Alba though. And Paco Alcácer really should have put that one in the back of the net. Messi goes down. Free kick to Barcelona. Free kick, Rakitic is there too. Surely going to be Messi from here. Yes, indeed. Couldn't bring it down. Floats over the bar. Goal kick to Real Madrid. Must have breathed an enormous sigh of relief. Barcelona starting to dominate things here. Suarez, it's a poor first touch. Beautiful ball in from Messi. Suarez couldn't bring it under the Barca defence. Huge problems if he gets a decent service. Here's Messi. Sergio Roberto to Leo Messi. Messi a curling ball in, headed clear by... Every time he's touched the ball, he's caused problems. This time it's Messi trying to get away from his shadow. Messi back to Busquets. Barcelona on top of things momentarily. Vulnerable to a counter-attack. Messi with the shot. Navas couldn't hold it. Carvajal clears. Finds times of handball. Leo Messi does well. It has to be there, surely. Modric can't get away from Messi. Firm challenge from...
Gomez playing as the striker. A like-for-like swap in position from Alcácer.
It's Jordi Alba. Here's Leo Messi. Rakitic thought about shooting. Tries a left footer. Ivan Rakitic puts Football Club Barcelona ahead. Flag stayed down. There's Leo Messi. Rakitic. Messi again. Still Messi. Gerard Piqué, solid as a rock, clears. Picked up by Leo Messi, who gets away from Ramos. What colour's the card for Sergio Ramos? It's red. Sergio Ramos leaves Real Madrid with 10 men. No doubt about it in my mind. Messi's away. Ramos sides him down. Referee Hernandez sends the captain, and so often the hero of Real Madrid, to take an early bath. Ramos can't say anything. In his defence, Madrid are in trouble.
Shades of 2011 when Sergio Ramos was sent off in this fixture for a challenge on Messi. Zinedine Zidane had obviously been trying to avoid his side ender, but also the player who so many times, including earlier this season, pops up with a late goal for Real Madrid. The odds now stacked against the home side.
Leo Messi getting away from Cruz. This is not over yet. Here's Leo Messi, 3 against 2 almost. Messi down again, brought down by Kovacic. That's going to be a yellow card. No question about it, once again.
Well, those cards for Real Madrid, they've all come as a result of trying to stop Leo Messi.
Sergio Roberto to Messi. Gets away from Toni Kroos with ease. Still Messi, still Messi! Keylor Navas once again. Messi got away from Kroos with such ease there. Probably just about kills Barcelona's title hopes. From Modric, gets away from Marcelo. It's 4 or 5 against 3 here for Barca. If they can show some gumption. Gomez, Alba, Leo Messi! Leo Messi in the final second. The Bernabeu cannot believe what it is watching. I can't believe what we're commentating here. Who else could it possibly have been in the final second but Leo Messi?
Phenomenal. Phenomenal from Messi.